I don't agree with a lot of the things that Dame Dash does or says, but he cooked Charlamagne the God in the Breakfast Club in his latest interview with them. I believe that there is a what I call the niggafication of society in the black community. And there's a nigga agenda, which is an agenda that some people in the black community that have a little bit of influence are using to keep everybody else distracted. And Dame Dash exposed that in his Breakfast Club interview. We're going to play a couple clips from it. And I want to let you guys get a chance to hear this and take your own opinion from it. I know Dame is exhausting. Let's just be honest. It's exhausting sometimes listening to Dame. I'm somebody that I believe that I don't agree. First of all, I don't agree with nobody 100% of the time. I don't even agree with myself 100% of the time. There's things that I said in the past. I'm like, what was I talking about? I don't agree with my mama 100% of the time. But I believe that there's wisdom in every moment and anybody can give wisdom and God can use anybody to give wisdom. So I don't agree with everything Dame Dash says or does, but I think he was on point in the Breakfast Club interview on a few different things. And I don't like bullies. And when I seen the Breakfast Club interview initially, I was like, my first instinct was like, they brought this man up here in order to embarrass him. And I got a lot of respect for Dame Dash going up there and not allowing them to take him out of character, too far out of character, which I guess what we seen from Dame, that was on point for Dame. He was right in character. And you know what's sad? Even using that character word, it's sad that in our community, in the black community, our people will prefer characters, entertainers, and we're so desperate for a leader that will accept anything. So I want to kind of go through some of the stuff that Dame Dash said, and I want you guys to hear it with me, and we react with it. We react to it together. So let's listen to some of the stuff that Dame Dash said. I played this on yesterday's live stream, but for the people that missed yesterday's live stream, I want to play this again because I think it's important. Malcolm X was speaking once about how black people, we take entertainers and we're the only community that takes comedians and actors and singers and makes them the leaders of our society. And I think it's a great thing to listen to for the people that missed it. Because when we talk about the nigga agenda, that's what it really is. They put people in position. And this is some of what Dame was talking about as well. Certain people, he accused Charlamagne the God of being one of these people. You know, certain people are put in position and given opportunities because they know that you'll continue to distract them while we make the money and do what we want to do over here. And Malcolm X spoke to this, and I want you guys to be able to hear this and hear Malcolm X's word. Check this out.
The poll taken by Newsweek magazine, I think you said that this was the leaders who said that, who went with King and against Mr. Muhammad around 90%. I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear. And it
very powerful information.
It is an honor, actually, that they endorsed Dr. Martin Luther King
after slavery.
So that's from Malcolm X himself, right? And when Dame Dash was on the Breakfast Club, he said something similar, and he questioned Charlamagne the God in the same way. So the article says Dame Dash questioned Charlamagne the God's sexuality, masculinity during heated exchange. I always feel that if you, even in scripture it says this, even in the Bible, it says like, if you're going to speak, it should be for the building up of people. And That's what separates gossip from spreading information. Like, sharing information is not gossip. It becomes gossip when this don't even build nobody up, bro. This don't help nobody. There's nothing to learn from this. Y'all just literally talking about people's lives. There's things that I won't say on a live stream or to a camera because there's no benefit in me talking about this. There's stories that come out every single day about different people and different situations. But if I can't teach you guys a business lesson, if I can't teach you something that you could take in your life, a life lesson, something that you could take in your life, why am I on my live stream talking about it? This benefits nobody. It's just, we just talking about nonsense. So I won't do it. But certain things, there's lessons in it. And it's easier for me to come here and talk to you guys about it. And that's the difference between media personalities that spread gossip and media personalities that spread information. Most times opinion shouldn't even come into play. It should just be, this is a fact, this is truth, and you guys can learn from this, right? So Dame Dash questions Charlamagne the God's sexuality, masculinity during the heated exchange. Says Dame has once again sparked controversy with his candid confrontational style, this time by openly questioning Charlamagne the God's masculinity, and even suggesting that the Breakfast Club host might secretly be gay. Dame Dash said, I don't think you're the proper representation of the masculine black man. Your OG is Wendy Williams. Said, my OG is sitting right there. And we heard this, right? Dame declared this to Charlamagne, and he drew a sharp contrast between their influences. Charlamagne replied, said, Wendy's not my OG, but that's funny though. So Dame said, can you stop interrupting me before pressing forward? He said, wasn't she your boss? Charlamagne admitted, yeah, at one point. Dame then doubled down, said, so she was your OG. She put you on and you should give her grace. And you should always give her props out of respect. Right? And so the exchange escalated when Dame pivoted to the question of Charlamagne's masculinity. He said, we're different. I'd rather get my you-know-what whooped. I'm trying to stop cursing, y'all, by the way. I'm really trying. I'd rather get my you-know-what whooped, especially publicly. Dame said, then run. He said, but you're proud that you ran. And it ain't no disrespect, but I kind of think you're gay. You just act a little gay. I'm not going to lie. A lot of people have said this about Charlamagne. Dame ain't the first one. He probably the first one to say it to Charlamagne's face, but Dame ain't the first one. People have said this about Charlamagne. I don't know it to be true or not true, but, you know, a lot of people have said this about Charlamagne. Even when you watch The Breakfast Club, you always see those pride flags behind Charlamagne's head. A lot of people have said this. So it's not like Dame is just throwing this out there. I know this bothers Charlamagne too. It seemed like it bothered him when he said it to Dame. I want to let you guys hear some of what Dame said from his own voice. And I thought he made a lot of important points. So let's start with this one. We'll get into the business one that he said after this, but I want you guys to hear this part first and hear this exchange between him and Charlamagne. Check it out.
Someplace every day at 4 a.m. You can't go nowhere. You got to be here every day. You've been 15 years. You've missed the whole world. You don't know what you're talking about. And you're saying it confidently. And you're in an algorithm where people actually believe you out of response. And why you think they keep you here? They want y'all to make us dumb.
But if you worked here,
I would never work here. I would only
$20 million in debt.
What you talking about? I'm not.
Dame made a hell of a point when he said that. Why do you think they keep y'all here for 15 years? It's because they want y'all to keep us dumb. See, and Charlamagne just bypassed that part and said, well, you in debt. Listen, niggafication of society, the nigga agenda. There's only a few insults that black folk do or throw at you when they want to devalue a good point. Few of them. This is the insults. You're broke. You ugly. You're a sellout. That's a big one. Broke, ugly, sellout. What's another one? Let me know in the chat. I see you guys in the chat. What's the other ones that the silly insults? that black people throw out when they want to devalue a good point. Man, you broke though. That's what Charlamagne threw out. Bro, he just said that you're only in position because you're a puppet and a distraction to our people, and you're controllable. And your response to that is, but you broke though? Hold on. And I want to be clear, there's nothing wrong with being an employee. I have employees. Nothing wrong with being an employee. But I think there is something to be said about a lack of growth. And I tell you guys, even when I'm coaching, I tell you guys all the time, your job is your first business partner. So there is no shame in being an employee. But when Dame says you've been here 15 years and you still, and I try to picture myself, my father's, my dad just turned, my dad just turned 48. I'm 31. My parents had us young. I have an older brother too. Parents had us young. My dad turned 48. And Charlamagne and them are in that age bracket. And I try to picture my dad or myself at that age doing content or doing media a certain way. I think I love doing media. I might do media forever. But I try to picture myself in those situations. If somebody told me, if Dame Dash came on my platform and told me they keep you here because you're a distraction, that's, first of all, can't nobody keep me nowhere. That would have had to be addressed. My first instinct would not be to insult that man. My first instinct would be to, well, why do you feel that way? You think, I would have took inventory of it. But their goal on bringing Dame Dash to the platform was to embarrass him. And he played the reverse Uno card. So, you know, when you see that somebody's you a snitch, that's another one. That's a good one. When you see somebody's instinct is you gay, that's another one. Those are insults that black people just throw. You broke, you a snitch, you gay, you a sellout, like nigga agenda. When somebody make a good point and that's how you respond, I start looking at you a little like, let me hold this up to the light and see if it look funny.